Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. It has been a minute since I put up a video. Not that I don't love and miss you guys, but work's been pretty crazy. I've been pretty tapped emotionally, so it's just kind of been hard to get to videos. But hopefully we're in a better routine now, and I feel like I probably said that a number of times over the years. But yeah, so a lot of stuff's going on in the world. I feel like there's a lot of negativity. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of sadness, just a lot of crappy things going on. So I just want to show you guys some of the new stuff that I got in. I don't think... Actually, I did do a video on this one. I don't even remember anymore. But some of the new stuff that I got in, just kind of talk about some of the stuff, what I like, what I don't like. We're just going to kind of hang out for a bit, and I'm going to ramble, and you guys are going to listen, or you're going to close the video and go somewhere else. So here's some of the newer stuff for me, at least. We do have the Spyderco Smock, and this one is an exclusive from Knife Joy, and it uses a CPM 20 CV blade and excuse me, and a polished G10 handles here. So a little bit different than the standard run, which was S30 and then kind of that peel ply carbon fiber. A little bit slick, but the knife is definitely cool. It's been out for a number of years. The reason that I purposefully avoided this knife is because I really didn't want to promote the custom maker. He owed one of my good friends money and another acquaintance money, and they'd been on his books for 3 years and they'd paid in full. So yeah, I know at least one of the situations has been remedied since then. The other situation I'm not sure of. So whether good press or bad press, press is press. So it's a really cool knife. Has a great, again, I think you guys who know about this knife know it uses a modified compression lock, so it incorporates a button, which I think is very intuitive. It's got a great action. You have the kind of cutaway flipper tab here, and then you have the Spyderco hole, and both work very well. The knife definitely has a great fidget factor to it. It's unique, it's interesting, it's fairly compact. You've got your standard Spyderco clip, and it uses a unique, it has a double detent type system in here, but not like an Emerson. It's really interesting. Nick Shabazz did a takedown video. Go watch that one, but it's a really interesting type of system here because they wanted to have more retention in the closed position to ensure that the flipping action would work and work well, and it does. It actually works fairly well. Could benefit from some jimping, but whatever. But anyways, it's a unique knife. It's got a nice hollow grind. It cuts really well. Its blade handle's not great, but that can be said of quite a few Spydercos. They don't really seem to mind too much. But yeah, a fun knife, an interesting knife. I think it was under 200. I don't even remember what I paid now, but I've been enjoying this one actually quite a bit. And it did take a while to really break in because you have two different detent paths. And by and large, when a knife is breaking in to get that really nice kind of drop action, or when it feels really smooth, it's typically more so the actual detent ball and the detent path it rides on than it is the actual bearings. So anyways, this one took longer to break in because you have two detent paths instead of one. So there's that one. I did take it apart, clean it, lubed it, and I think that helped a little bit, but just the length of time and the break-in has improved the action quite a bit. So there's that one. Again, it's been out for a while, but I held off for personal reasons, I suppose. The next new one that came out recently, which is actually pretty interesting, this is the Kershaw, and it's the 7777 carbon fiber M390. So this is the Kershaw Bareknuckle, which is its common name, and this one's been out for a while in a, I think it uses 14C28N steel. I don't recall right now, but aluminum handles. This is a USA made model, and it carries the design language, the DNA of the Zero Tolerance 777, which is arguably their most iconic knife they ever made. And I kind of miss those days when ZT would release something and the internet would just go wild. I really hope they do bring out a new limited edition this next year. Miss seeing those from Zero Tolerance, and yeah. So anyways, what they did is they released this sprint run, is actually what it's called, in carbon fiber M390. It's got the stonewash. But what's really cool about this knife is it incorporates a full carbon fiber frame with the sub frame lock. So you really get, the benefits of a frame lock, but you still get the full carbon fiber frame. And so this knife, for the size, is actually very light from a structural standpoint. It's nice and rigid. And the action and the detent is actually tuned quite a bit nicer here on this limited run than it is on this other one that I had. And this one took a long time to break in. Actually, I don't know if I've taken apart and cleaned it out and lubricated it. I just did that with this one, and it actually improved the action quite a bit. So really cool that they did this, and they did sell it through their site directly, so it didn't go to dealers. You had to go to the Kershaw site. It is all sold out, so I do apologize. I am showing you guys something cool and being the bearer of bad news. But it was $130, and then by the time they incorporated tax and shipping, it was $147. So we'll just call it $150. And so USA made, full carbon fiber frame, utilizing the sub frame lock, M390 steel, nice thin blade stock. This thing is slicey as hell. Really cool offering, and I'm glad they did it. And I'm sure from a timing standpoint, not that they meant to do it during this time, but pushing people to your site and getting sales done, right now with everything that's going on in the world, really smart thing to do, because stuff may not be moving as quickly at their normal dealers. So from a revenue standpoint, when dealers may not be taking in as much stock from you as a manufacturer, being able to sell direct to the public, something cool and limited. Anyways, I think it's cool. I think Kershaw's doing a great job this year. I've actually been more excited about some of the Kershaw offerings than I have some of than the ZT offerings. So really great release on this one. And I'll do a giveaway on Instagram of this one. I'll talk about that in a minute. But some of the other really cool releases are, again, and this one's full production. This one's not limited, but the dividend with the Kershaw dividend with the composite blade, and then the Kershaw Launch 11, which I'm pretty sure I already did a video on. I think I did, I don't remember, but these are three awesome offerings. Again, these two are full production run. You can find them anywhere. Highly recommended. Again, this whole lineup here is USA made, if that's make or break for you, but really good value in all three of these. Really good performers, great warranty support. So anyways, just some good stuff, hopefully something that is in the budget. These are $100. This one was, I don't know, like $80, I think. Maybe less, I don't remember now, but it was definitely in that range. And then this one was, with tax and shipping and all that junk, we'll call it $150. So you may see these for sale on the secondary market. Again, if you're looking at them, the price delivered to people was about $150. So, hopefully you're not getting gouged on price, but you never know. So anyways, three really cool Kershaws this year. I think Kershaw, their 2020 has been outstanding. So, yeah. Another one that, again, has been out for a while, but I just picked up a sprint run of, is the 0850, and the designation on this one is the 850CF. Right there. And this one was a sprint run of, the original 850 that was done just a full satin with the blue carbon fiber. Let me show you guys these, because honestly, I think the 850 has been potentially my favorite production ZT maybe ever released. I mean, I really love the 0392, which you guys can Google if you don't know what that is, but that was a limited edition. It's just kind of funny, when they were coming out and they came out with so many different variations, people were complaining that they were milking it and they made too many. Now trying to find an 0392 in good condition, any of the variations, is really hard to do. And I had a good number of them. I sold a couple. I still have the original. I kind of want to buy the Blue Bowie back, but I need to calm myself because the quarantine spending has been no joke for me. So anyways, so what I really like about this one is it, in a way, it kind of, well, one, it looks amazing in the black carbon fiber, and they have this black DLC coating going onto the flat on the blade, ties in really well. But one of the things that people complained about with the 850 was the whole 6-shooter, you know, the thumb stud and then the back spacer. You know, people really weren't a fan of some of those design elements. And, you know, again, the thing you have to keep in mind is this was a very special custom. Maybe 3 were done between Todd Rexford and Dmitry Sinkovich, 2 very prolific makers. And so when you contract with them to make a production run of a super limited knife that they collaborated on, you know, you have to essentially make the same way that the custom was done. Or if you don't make it the same way that the custom was done, then there's really no point. So anyways, I get it. People didn't really like those design features, but here on this full black one, I really feel like those 2 elements are a bit more subdued. They don't stand out as much as they did here, being, you know, kind of the gray color, and you know, they stood out a bit more in this version. On this version, they're a bit more subdued. I think they hide a little bit better. I mean, I love the 850 anyway, but just something about this iteration, especially with the black on the flats, absolutely love it. And again, I feel really bad because this one is completely sold out. It's one that I had known about, and then I saw it once, I saw it twice, I saw it 3 times, and I think the 4th time that I saw it randomly on a dealer's website or something, I was like, I have to get one. So I found one dealer who had one in stock. I bought it, it arrived, I posted a picture of this, and then all the remaining stock sold out there, and another dealer, and they're really hard to find now, and you might get price gouged on them. So I feel bad. But the thing that's really cool, again, I'm kind of rambling about this one, is I love the full carbon fiber frame with the sub frame lock. It's just, when I think about knife technology, you know, this is kind of the knife that comes to mind where we use, you know, modern materials, space age, you know, space age carbon fibers first used in aerospace, to improve design or improve capabilities. So what do we get with this one? We get a full strength frame here, you know, with the carbon fiber, but then we have the sub frame lock, so you get a large knife with the same amount of strength, but it decreases the weight significantly. And this one, again, it's well balanced. It does everything right. So, and it runs on washers. It's super smooth. But anyways, just love everything about the 850. I would absolutely love for Zero Tolerance to do another full carbon fiber frame with the sub frame lock. So again, when Kershaw did it here on this Knockout, I was pretty excited for that because I love this form factor. This one does run on bearings. This one runs on washers. I'm fine either way. I think the execution Zero Tolerance does on their knives with washers is actually really good. So anyways, not that ZT would watch this, but if you do, please consider doing a knife with a 3.5-inch blade. You know, give us the full carbon fiber frame with the sub frame lock. Designer, you guys choose, but I just really love this formula. I think it's outstanding, and this is my favorite ZT that's not, you know, my 0392 or of, you know, the limited edition knives, which, you know, the 999, the 777, the 888, the 0392. Anyways, there have been a lot of really, really great knives. So just some of the newer stuff, even though some of the stuff isn't necessarily new to the market. I do have actually quite a bit of new knives coming in this next week. Again, with all the crap going on in the world, shipping got delayed on almost all my shipments. They're coming way slower than usual. What are you going to do, right? First world problems. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is I am going to do a giveaway on Instagram. And it's not that, again, I don't love you guys here on YouTube. It's just, it's a lot easier for me to do giveaways on Instagram because people go in, they just post a comment, and then there's an online program that just will randomly pick one of the comments. So it saves me an absolute ton of work rather than having to make the spreadsheet, assign everyone a number. And I mean, I've spent up to 4 hours just trying to do that sort of thing. And at that point, I hate doing it. So anyways, giveaway coming on Instagram. hopefully I'll put a link in the description box for this, or just, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. More videos to come. Thanks for watching. Hope you all are doing well. Take care, guys.